Shalom, giving all praises to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Gradash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders. GMS, peace to me, salutations to you. I came in His truth. Now, I did this sit down a month ago, and I emphasized on how you have the Texas Senate passing legislation to stop illegal immigrants that's coming from several countries. One including is China from being able to buy land. There was uproar about this. Now, I don't know if people been paying attention to what's been going on as of lately, but there's been an influx of illegal immigrants uh, coming in due to the Title 42 situation expiring. Now you have it to where there's actually been reports that there's been an influx of Chinese immigrants landing in several different places, not only here in Texas, but also here in Florida. Now, I find it very interesting that the whole situation with the Asian Life Matter ordeal happened last year. There'd been a revised the civil rights law was revived to include Act of 1968 was revived to include the Asians, and here you have Asians, well, in particular, uh, the Chinese entering in America illegally. You have to ask yourself, how are these people getting over here? How is this allowed to happen, and this not being called a basically a declaration of war, and maybe this hasn't happened often. I was actually listening to a brother, uh, the diaspora brother. I'll get his channel too, because what's going on is you have the Asian, well, you have the northern tribe, or the so-called Latinos being shipped to democratic states. Case in point, what's going on in Chicago. People are protesting because they're sending a significant amount of Latinos, so-called Latinos, which are the northern tribe. They are in fact Israelites. They're sending them to Chicago, to the south side of Chicago. Okay, so there's an uproar about that. But what people aren't really talking about is this situation here in China. Okay. Well, not in China. What's going on in Florida, in Texas, and I'm pretty sure there's other states that's being that's being affected by this influx of the Moabites coming over here, the so-called Chinese coming over here. Now we'll see how this is going to play out. This is just something that's very interesting to me. Okay, and the fact that this is being allowed to happen. So I wanted to play this from Dabu 7. He gives good information. And what I do like about Dabu 7 is he gives you different information to do research on your own. So without further ado, I'm going to play this for you all.
This is Dabu 7. We now have Chinese migrants coming to shore in Florida, here, mainland USA, coming up onto the shores, some escaping into the country to never be seen again, others getting apprehended, and it's got a lot of people saying, what is really going on? Now, we know this whole Title 42 thing's in motion with the southern border, and we've seen a lot of Hispanics coming in from Latin America, Mexico, Venezuela, countries like that. But China is nowhere close to our country. And for these individuals to be coming in, they've literally got to be crossing the big pond in a boat or being flown here, something. They're being brought here. That costs money, takes fuel, energy.
Right. So who's bringing these people over here, and why is it allowed? Why are these people? Why are they this? It being allowed? But China is a communist state, and also with the whole Brexit situation, they're becoming an economic threat. Not only an economic threat, but they have pacts with a known adversary to the U.S., which is Russia. So yet we still have an interdependent relationship with them, because America buys the products of China at a very low cost due to the strength of the American dollar. And China is one of the most exporting countries out there. So there is still an interdependent relationship, economically speaking. But the times are changing with the devaluation of the American dollar. So things are changing around now. Is certain people allowing these people to come over here? Have they pulled the plug on America? I don't know, but I do know that via prophecy that people that this place will be invaded, in more so of a war setting, especially as I'm thinking about Joel. But even in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, it states that foreigners will come over here, to basically weaken Babylon the Great. And this could very well be happening right before our eyes. Prophecies happen right before our eyes, okay?
And from that far of a distance, that's a huge haul. These people swimming up onto our shores, people on the beaches down near Miami freaking out. We had a Detroit resident named Marvin say that he witnessed this, saw 3 helicopters swoop in outside of his hotel. Then they were swarming these migrants, rounding them up, of which they said they caught 10. They said that there was a total of 15, that they came in on the boat that you see here to the left, and that I guess the other 5 got away because they've only arrested 10, although they admit 15 came in just on this one boat. Now, they have encountered 23,000 migrants just in 1 month alone in this area. We are getting invaded like never before. They're coming in from all angles, just washing right up on the beaches.
And again, you have to ask yourself, how is this being allowed to happen? Yet the face of Title 42 is the face of the Northern Tribe. The Northern Tribe is being seen as a threat. Yet, we don't hear people talking about this much. Now, you actually had Senator Ted Cruz. I believe he's a senator. Here we go. Speaking about this also, which I found is very interesting here in Texas. Okay, check this out.
There they go.
So I'm thinking to myself, man, they're fomenting something, man. They're fomenting, civil unrest here, and the Moabites and the Northern Tribe would be a strong catalyst to that. But it's funny how it seems like the Northern Tribe is always is getting the bulk of the blame. Yeah, this is their land. Yet you have Moabites coming over here from China, and it's not really being publicized. Okay, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Which we know would be part of the curses. But I wanted to play this for you guys also. Okay.
There they go inside, guys. Gate 40
42 is officially open.
On Tuesday, we apprehended over 10,000 people on the border, again, the highest level in history. There are right now, where we're standing, more than 22,000 people camped just south of the border, getting ready to come across. Just in this location, in less than a month, we've had over 35,000 Venezuelans cross illegally just right here, not counting the whole rest of the border. Every day, just right here, they're encountering 90 to 100 Chinese nationals. Now, for anyone that doesn't have their globe nearby, China is...
So, they got the Venezuelans coming over here. I'm saying, yet, within that, you have hundreds of Chinese air quote nationalists coming over here. Also, these are a military aged men. They're not females coming over here. They're all men coming over here. Okay, which really that happens when there's a migration that happens when you see when you look at the situation in France with the influx of the East Africans immigrants. Most of them are males. Just to be objective. But it's very intriguing that they're coming way over here from China and they're being allowed to come over here, especially with everything that's going on, politically speaking. Okay? So, America, Babylon the Great, is under siege by illegal immigrants, and this could have some serious repercussions. Okay? This is prophesied to happen. Let's get to the scriptures. Now, this is Jeremiah 51, and I'll start at 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. I want to read this particular verse in NLT now, Jeremiah 51:2. Foreigners will come and winnow her, blow her away as chaff. They will come from every side to rise against her in her day of trouble. Now, to give you understanding, I want to look up commentary on this particular verse, just to paint a picture of what's being said. Okay. Now, this is according to David Guzik. It says, actually, paragraph C says, I will send winnowers to Babylon. God, or Yahweh, or the Most High, use the picture of a destroying wind that would winnow Babylon as grain is processed, with a wind blowing away the useless chaff. They would utterly destroy all her army. So that winnower is basically something that they were using in ancient times to blow away the excess on the grains. Like if you ever peeled a corn, it has the different components, well, parts of it that's chaff that's useless, and so they would use, if you have a whole bunch of grains, it'll be tedious for you to have to pick each one, so you'll use a winnower, okay, to blow that chaff away. That's how these foreigners are going to do Babylon the Great. Okay, I'm going to play this for you guys on YouTube. If you're riding, I'm playing a clip of basically chaff being blown away by a window. Okay, this will give you understanding of what's being said. Check this out. Very interesting. Hmm. You see that? So the access chafe is being blown away. This is how Esau Edom's gonna be blown away, which really um, reminds me of the thermonuclear destruction that's said to come here. Okay, a catalyst to that is the foreigners coming and occupying this place and destroying this place on the inside out. Let's go back to the scriptures. Back to it, Jeremiah 51 and 2. I read this in NLT. Foreigners will come and winnow her, blowing her away as chaff. They will come from every side to rise against her in her day of trouble. Don't let the archers put on her armor or draw their bows. Don't spare even her best soldiers. Let her armor be completely destroyed. And we see this going on now. There's very lackadaisical spirit here in Babylon the Great. People are fixated on sex and and redefining sex, but they don't see that an invasion is happening right before their eyes. Right before their eyes, man. A lot of people are consumed in a lot of folly, just as in the days of Noah. So when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna have a lot of people that was bucking up against us, whether it be people on the highways and the byways, whether it be these various Israelite camps that's gonna be caught by surprise. Okay, this is the pride of this place. The pride of Babylon the Great is going to be its destruction, because when you're prideful, you don't see potential danger. When you're arrogant, you don't see potential danger. And this place has carried on in immense pride, and this is why this place is going to be destroyed, and it's going to be very surprising and unknowing to a lot of people. Okay, Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that they were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So, man, it's man, how Yahweh Shai had described that. It's very beautiful. Very ominous too, because as in days of Noah, people were eating and drinking. People thought that Noah was crazy. Same thing that we get. They deem us as bums, bumalites, and they make fun of us and make fun of our garments, and they make fun of our doctrine and how stringent we are when it comes to proclaiming the word, the name. Everything's a joke, right? Everything's a joke. But real soon, these other camps are gonna see that this thing is of ours is not a joke, man. This is not a joke, okay? And again, a uh, a catalyst to that is these foreigners entering into Babylon the Great and imploding it from the inside out. Okay, so we're gonna see real soon who got the truth and who doesn't. Okay, pay attention. This is why prophecy is so important, y'all. Shalom.